come in. So we had some technical difficulties last week on Saturday, and I wasn't able to go live, but I have a little microphone here and I did a couple test runs and everything sounds good. I'm gonna wait for at least like a couple people to join so you guys can confirm for me that this sound is okay. But I did do a couple test runs and it seems to be working fine. So this is going to be a general reading, the person on your mind. We're going to go through all the signs. It's not going to resonate with every single one of you. So please feel free to check your moon, rising, or Venus signs, or you can book a private reading with me through my website, which is linked in the description box. Whoever's in here, can you just confirm that the sound is okay? Last week we were having some technical difficulties. Oh, they just left. All right. Well, we are going live on a random ass Thursday, which is not the typical time that I go live. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay? Can we get a sound check here? I did a test run, but I just want to make sure that I'm being heard right now. So, can somebody confirm in the comment section that you can hear me, please? Before I get started, can I get someone in the chat to confirm that you guys can hear me okay? I don't know if you guys are around last week, but we were having some issues with the sound. I'm pretty sure fixed it, but I would just like some confirmation before I get started here. If someone could just let me know in the chat, please. Okay, thank you, Whitney. Really, really appreciate it. Last week, the sound was like really choppy and I had to go off the live because nobody could hear me. Thank you so much for confirming that. Okay, so now we can get started. So we're going to start with our Aries collective as usual. So the person on Aries' mind. The person on Aries' mind, please. Who is Aries thinking about right now? Who are they? The Nine of Cups. Okay, so you're thinking about someone, Aries, who is very emotionally independent here, someone who appears to be very happy. Let's see what their energy is towards you. But there's definitely a person here who makes you happy. There's someone around who you're looking at, seems to be very emotionally fulfilled here, seems to have, everything. You can be like admiring someone who seems to have a lot of the qualities that you seek in a relationship. Okay, their energy towards you, we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so Aries, we definitely have someone here who is possibly interested in offering a new beginning with you. We have water and earth energy here. Okay, tell me more, please. Someone wants to offer you a new beginning. We have Pisces energy here, but this person, they're not quite sure they want to reveal this to you just yet, Aries. Somebody is very happy on their own. So I'm sensing this is the type of person who wants to be very sure before they go ahead and make an offer. So somebody's definitely like thinking of you here and thinking about offering a new beginning. However, again, there is just this kind of energy of them not revealing that quite yet to you. Okay, let's go and look at the overall energy between you and this person, the Two of Wands. So, Aries, I do feel like this is somebody that you've been making plans with, somebody that you've maybe just started kind of seeing. This could be talking stage energy. This is somebody who, you're making plans with, you're chatting with, you're texting back and forth. For some of you guys, this could be a reconciliation energy. It does not have to be. Tell me more about the energy between Aries and this person. I feel like you're just kind of in the observation mode of this connection right now. Like it hasn't really been established yet into anything major. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like you and this person are making a very good team together, though. This could be, for some of you, this could be somebody that you work with or somebody that you see within a social setting. Okay, so someone that you may see on a regular basis, someone that you may, have this kind of you run into each other, maybe you live in the same neighborhood, or you're involved in some sort of group project together. But I'm definitely seeing that there's like a mutual interest here in getting to know each other. And someone's definitely looking at you, Aries, as someone who could possibly, be someone that they want to enter a relationship with. However, again, it just feels like you guys are in this observation mode, just still trying to figure out if this is really what you want, where this is going. So far, it looks like you're able to both come to a compromise, work well as a team, cooperate, maybe have similar hobbies and stuff as well. How do you see this person, Aries? You see them as the Three of Swords. Why do you see them as the Three of Swords? I was not expecting that. They may be healing from something. Someone may be healing from something in a recent ending here. So I'm getting, Aries, that, somebody's been flirting with you here. However, hold on, you guys. Excuse me, sorry. It's like allergy season over here. My cat is like shedding like crazy, so I do have some allergies, so just bear with me here. But Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. For some of you guys, this could be like somebody that you had an ending with, and again, that reconciliation energy is kind of coming up. But I do feel like you don't want to be somebody's rebound. You're definitely like, okay, I recognize that this person is flirting with me. I recognize that they're wanting to explore the connection. However, if they've recently ended something somewhere else, you're like, I don't want to be like the rebound, I don't want to be the person that you're trying to use to just avoid healing from your past. Funny, the Six of Cups came up. So again, for some of you though, because I'm getting two different stories here, for some of you, this is someone from your past who, you have not fully healed from whatever happened. For some of you, this might be a relationship where you didn't have a lot of closure on in the past. And so now this person's coming back in your life. You're definitely curious, because I do feel like they kind of left you hanging here. They kind of left you in the dark. They kind of left you a little bit confused. But it feels like they want a new beginning with you. So again, take it as it resonates for you. You guys, let's see how this person's seeing you. For some of you, this is someone from your past. For others of you, they're not quite over a previous relationship. They see you as the emperor. So they see you as yourself, Aries. So this person definitely is seeing you for who you are, which is good. Like, they're definitely seeing you standing in your power, standing in your energy. They have a lot of respect for you. The problem, the only kind of issue that's here is, Six of Swords. Somebody sees you as, so if this is the situation where they're trying to move on from another situation, they are kind of viewing you as someone who's going to be able to help them move on. They're like, damn, Aries is like so strong. Aries is so powerful. Aries, Aries was just like got this very magnetic presence, this like big energy, and it almost feels like this person is like, well, Aries can help me get over this person. So you are right in thinking that, you don't want to rush into anything. I definitely see that there is this like, cooperation, compromise, energy between you guys are interested in each other, getting to know each other. But just make sure this person isn't trying to rush into it. Like, let them be single for a little while, they shouldn't be jumping from one relationship to another. How do you feel? The Lovers. So you like them. So it is a little bit difficult, Aries. It is showing up for you as a little bit difficult to really like postpone this, because you like this person. Tell me more. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio, another Aries, Pisces. You're very attracted to this person. I think it's hard. Like, you emotionally, you understand you don't want to just be this person's rebound, but like the chemistry and like physically, you're really into this person. Like, I just feel like they're giving you a lot of attention all of a sudden. I don't know if you know this person from before, but they definitely are healing from something. They're not over something. You don't want to be the rebound energy. So definitely say, make sure that this is not like just a casual relationship. And if all the more reason to not rush into something with this person. Their feelings for you are the moon. So even more confirming for me, Aries, that this person doesn't really know how they feel about you, but you are definitely distracting them from how they feel about a previous situation. Okay, with the moon card here, this is someone who's very confused about their emotions. Okay, they're not really like, yeah, they're confused, they're overwhelmed, they're overthinking. I think this person is just not wanting to deal with the current emotional situation that they're in. Okay. I think that they need some space though. I don't really like that. Like, it's not really healthy for anyone to jump from one relationship to another. And this person is definitely showing up as being somewhat confused about their feelings. When the moon shows up in someone else's emotions, like that's not particularly a good thing, right? This person's not, it's not like they necessarily are sure about you. They're just avoiding feeling something that they don't want to feel, especially with them viewing you as a Six of Swords. Because again, this is like, oh well, Aries got such a strong energy. Like Aries can help me forget all about this. I'm just gonna distract myself with Aries. What's their intention, please? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, they're trying to avoid a difficult ending. I feel like, again, the ending for some of you guys, it could be an ending between you and this person. And then in that case, there's like, seems like there's unfinished business here, but so for some of you, if this was an ending between you and them, they want more clarity here. Their intention is to have more clarity, and they actually want to start over. It's interesting. The 10 and the ace here, okay, and that 8 of swords right in the middle, which is the confusion. So I feel like this person, it's not to say that they wouldn't like you if they weren't in this situation, but right now they're so confused. They don't even know what their intention is with you. In fact, it feels like they're just distracting themselves. Like they're just essentially, like I said, using you as almost a distraction to avoid overthinking, to avoid dealing with the shit that they don't want to deal with, which is like the tower here, right? This person, I mean, it's not that they don't like you, Aries. I feel like it's just not a healthy way to start a connection. Yeah, they may try to rush you into a commitment. That I would say, you need to have a conversation with this person, Aries, and possibly tell them, they need to. You're not opposed to this, especially considering you like this person. However, you want things to start the right way. You don't want things to start with someone having unresolved emotions surrounding a past. Okay. A past situation. Now we do have the 10 of Cups in the outcome here, which is not a bad card to have in the outcome. Most certainly not a bad card to have. It's actually a pretty positive card. So I do see that there's a lot of potential for happiness between you and this person, Aries. However, if you start it this way, it might not work. I think that there's a right way to go about starting this connection. And I don't think this person rushing into it is the way. Now, if this is a connection where you and this person had history and things ended, I just definitely am seeing that it could work out this time around. You're gonna get some sort of clarity. Like there's a conversation coming in. This person wants to clear the air, okay, because they didn't have closure at the end of the connection before, and also they've been going in circles in their head here. They're very confused about their emotions. So there's this energy of them really needing to have a conversation so they can get out of their head, get unstuck, and you guys can move past this. But if this is a situation where you have history with this person, I'm definitely seeing you guys are able to get unstuck and really like clear the air, have this conversation. But again, if this is someone else trying to get over their past partner, this, again, the potential is there. The potential is there, but is this how you want to start a relationship? So that's what I've got. We have Taurus here, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and of course your sign, Aries. Okay, beautiful, beautiful energy. Kind of. Let me give these a good shuffle. And then move on to Taurus. Gosh, I hate this allergy season. You guys have been sniffling for like 3 days straight. And I have to occasionally step aside to blow my nose so I'm not sniffling the entire live stream. All right, let's do our Taurus collective. I'm gonna get your timestamp. And I'm still gonna go live on Saturday as well. So yeah, we'll do Who's Thinking About You. All right. Hopefully the sound quality is a bit better now that I have this microphone. All right, the person on Taurus's mind, please. Person on Taurus's mind. The Lovers. Okay, we got Gemini showing up here. Already the Lovers card is making a strong appearance so far. So there's somebody on your mind here, like, that you're really fond of here, Taurus. You're either crushing on this person or you're falling for someone here. Okay, let's see what their energy is towards you. What's this person's energy towards Taurus? It was so weird. On Saturday, I could not go live. The sound was really bad. And then yesterday or Tuesday, I tried to go live and I couldn't get on. It just wouldn't let me go on. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, their energy towards you. Someone's avoiding you. So you like someone, but this person could be an avoidant, Taurus. You're crushing on an avoidant, Taurus. What are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me more about their energy towards you. The Three of Swords. Someone's trying to avoid getting hurt. This is like classic avoidant energy, Taurus. Damn. Someone's really trying to avoid getting hurt here. They're very, very closed off to love. You know, when you're attracted to an avoidant, maybe I'm wrong. This is just a theory. But I feel like when you're attracted to an avoidant, there's a part of you that is emotionally unavailable. And maybe that's not true for everyone, but I think that when we're attracted to avoidant people, there's a part of us that is also a little bit avoidant here, okay? Again, that doesn't have to be true for you, but that could be true for someone here who's listening. Let's look at the overall energy between you and this person. Someone really is closed off to love here, though, Taurus, because they are trying to avoid feeling any type of pain. Wow, the Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini. There's someone's trying to shut you down, Taurus. Someone's trying to shut down this whole thing. You may have, I don't know if you guys like expressed your feelings to someone and they like put an end to something here. Tell me more about the Death card. The energy between you looks like there's been some sort of ending. So for some of you, this could have been like the energy of a breakup here. The energy between you is Death and the Eight of Swords. Damn. Well, Taurus, it feels like there's a lot of confusion, overthinking between the two of you. Now, you may have like made a choice about someone or someone made a choice about you, and there's just like a lot of stored energy here, so a lot of confusion. Again, it feels like there's been a confusing ending here, like something like you didn't have really closure here. Someone just shut down. They shut you out. I feel like they just shut you out, Taurus. For the record, I feel like it's not something you did. I feel like, again, this classic avoidant energy is just someone who doesn't want to get hurt. Tell me about how you see them. But the ending felt confusing to you. You don't, you see them as the Seven of Swords. You don't trust them. You think there's more going on here. Someone may have ghosted you. Tell me more. You definitely have a lack of trust for this person. The Hierophant. They have commitment issues, Taurus. They're scared of commitment. Things could have been going well between you and someone, but it almost feels like once it got too serious, they got a little bit scared. For some of you, take it as it resonates. For some of you, you may have found out this person's already in a commitment. You may have caught red-handed here, Taurus. How do they see you? Oof, Queen of Swords. You're being seen. You guys are in a period of separation. I feel like there's silence between you and this person. Now, the good thing I'm seeing here, Taurus, is you're being very strong because there's this part of you that's like, you really care about this person. Like, you have strong feelings for them. You may even love this person. However, with this Queen of Swords energy, this is telling me that you are done. They're seeing you as the Queen of Swords, so they're seeing you as being quite detached, quite cold. You may have cut this person off. I don't know, but this seems like it was a very confusing ending. For some of you, I feel like you might call this person out on something, and then they're the one that like tried to block you, and you're like, wait a minute, wait a damn minute here, because I should be the one who's cutting you off. Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, you cheated on me or you lied to me. I feel like someone's kind of turning the tables around on you here. They just feel like you've shut down emotionally. They feel like you cut yourself off emotionally from them. I mean, as you should, if they're just shutting you down like this. Damn. It's like you guys are mirroring each other. How do you feel, though? High Priestess. Oh, this shocked you. Their silence shocked you. For some of you, I feel like you called this person out on something and they didn't even respond. Like, you called them out. Like, you have receipts, you have proof. They didn't even respond to you. The silence just shocked you. What the heck is happening here, Taurus? Damn, somebody like seriously cut you off because of something that they did. How do they feel? I just feel like someone here is really avoiding accountability. They don't want to admit to what they did. Okay. The 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. I will tell you one thing. They like you, Taurus, but they don't feel any shame. They don't feel any remorse. Whatever they did here is going to be different for all of you, but they clearly have done something that makes them seem, even if they weren't guilty, is the way that they handle the situation that's making them look guilty. But you know what? They absolutely are. Like, they're also trying to, yeah, there's something going on here because it feels like they're trying to avoid the truth as well. Like, they're trying to avoid taking accountability and admitting to the truth. So the best way they can do that is to literally ignore you. But for those of you who are wondering if it's something you did, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay. What's their intention here? I don't like this energy. They'll be back. They're trying to decide. So they're trying to make a decision here. There could most definitely be like third party energy here, you guys. They're trying to make a decision. I just feel like this person is coming off as selfish. Like, they're trying to make a decision that's going to benefit them the most. Tell me about their next action. What's their next action, please? Well, their intention is to come back around, but not quite yet, Taurus. I feel like they're keeping their distance right now, especially because, they're thinking you're upset with them, which, like, rightfully so. So we have the 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like for the outcome energy here, Taurus, this person's definitely... They're definitely showing up as being very conflicted right now as to what to do. I do feel like they're wanting to reach out to you. Especially with the 2 of Wands in this particular card, because it always strikes me as like this person They're holding their phone, they're staring out in the distance, they're trying to figure out, like, what do I say? This is like typing up and deleting messages type of energy, and then being very mentally conflicted because they want to come back in, but they are trying to avoid conflict at all costs here. Okay, we have Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, strong Scorpio, and Taurus. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, did not want you guys to hear me blowing my nose. All right. Gemini is next. All right, the person on Gemini's mind, please. The person on Gemini's mind. The Judgment card, you could be thinking of a Sagittarius. Some of you guys are thinking about someone that you want to reconcile with. Now, for others of you, I mean, let's see what comes out. But with the Judgment card, you know, this could also be feeling like there's someone here that you perceive as your divine partner. Okay, there's like, you could be wondering what the purpose of a connection is with this card as well. Some of you guys are wondering, is there a lesson here? Is there a higher purpose in a connection that you're dealing with? So let's see what this person's energy is towards you. Okay, we have the wow, Hierophant, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus energy. A Hierophant, 8 of Pentacles is actually a really great combination to see. You know, this is somebody's energy towards you is that of commitment and wanting to put effort in. Okay, someone's trying to realistically look at this connection. I feel like you're wondering, what is the purpose of this? What is the path? What is the reason for this connection? You tend to, whoever I'm talking to has a tendency to look at connections as they serve some sort of purpose in your life, okay, or a lesson, or there's like some bigger reason why you and someone met here. This person's definitely very committed to you, or at least wanting to be committed to you. You might work with this person. For some of you, doesn't, when I say work with, doesn't necessarily mean at your job. Like, you might work on other things with this person, but they're trying to have a very realistic kind of outlook and perception of the connection, and as far as like commitment, where it's going to go, things like that. So let's see what the overall energy between you guys is. We have the 8 of Wands. Wow. So it feels like something's moving pretty quickly here with you and someone, Gemini. There seems to be a lot of excitement. Okay, the connection seems to be making a lot of progress, but I feel like we're about to hit a little bit of a delay energy here. There's like a lot. Okay, so there's like a lot of excitement. There's a lot of progress in this connection, but I feel like the both of you are having some internal questioning here. Okay. I do feel like these are two people that really want to invest in each other, though. Again, it's just maybe the connection needs to slow down a bit. For some of you, maybe feeling like it's moving very quickly. So I feel like there's kind of this push and pull energy, not like the person's playing games like push and pull, but more or less like, you know, it's like you want to slow down, but things are so exciting, so they're moving quickly, and it's like you just, you know, I feel like it's two people who seem to know what they want, but just are wanting to make sure before they get too emotionally invested here. How do you see this person, Gemini? You see them as the Five of Swords. Why do you see them as the Five of Swords? Okay. For some reason, Gemini, you think this person is like mentally conflicted. Why do you think they're going to ghost you? Some of you guys are thinking they're going to ghost you. For some of you guys, this person could be struggling with money or struggling with a health problem as well. I think some of you guys are a little bit like, yeah, you're wondering, what is the purpose here? What is the purpose of this connection? It's starting to feel like something really serious here. But I feel like some of you guys are worried that if you give too much of yourself, why do you think this person's going to ghost you? Some of you guys have abandonment issues coming up here. There's some of you guys have unresolved abandonment issues. They could be from previous relationships or from childhood or from your past, but there's definitely something unresolved showing up here. How do they see Gemini? So some of you guys, they see you as the Hermit. Some of you guys may be withdrawing a little bit when you have these triggers and these fears coming up. That could be what this delay is that's showing up here with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, you do want to invest in this, but you're also kind of questioning, like, is this moving too fast? Also with the Hermit, they kind of see you as a bit of a loner. Could be a little bit of a loner. I feel like some of you guys are very tempted to like pull your energy back because you're worried that this person is going to pull back, and you're like, well, if I pull back first, then I can't get like hurt as much. So there, I don't know, there's something about you guys trying to pull back almost as a form of protection here. You really are just observing the situation, but I feel like some of you guys want to just get some space right now. Some of you guys need a little bit of space to really figure out, like, and again, I feel like you're both showing up as very level-headed here. Like, you're both looking at the future, kind of trying to figure out, like, do your lives fit together? Are you guys compatible? Like, you're really like beginning to ask the serious questions here. How do you feel, Gemini? I feel like there's something you want to say to this person, but you don't know how to say it. Yeah, you're overthinking something. You're overanalyzing something. Some of you guys are overwhelmed. Yeah, some of you guys, you're telling me you need some space. You're telling me you need some space. You need to clear your head. You need to do some reflecting, some contemplating. You're seeking some sort of clarity here. I do feel like, though, overall, you feel very positive and like optimistic about this connection, but there's something that's on your mind that's bothering you. What is this person's feelings towards Gemini? Oh. The Knight of Cups here. They really like you, Gemini. This person, they're starting to fall for you. Maybe things are getting too real. Some of you guys are feeling like things are getting a little bit too real here, especially on an emotional level. You might be feeling like the emotion is a little overwhelming for you. Damn. Someone's having a realization about you. I don't know, Gemini, somebody may hit you with the really heavy emotional expression that freaks you out a little bit. Or somebody may, I'm sensing for some of you, somebody may tell you that they love you or that they're like falling in love with you, and it's kind of coming as like a big shock to you. Kind of freaks you out a little bit. Some of you guys don't know how you feel. You definitely like this person. You feel this like positive energy towards them, but you're not quite there yet. So for some of you, that's like putting things into perspective for you. Like, okay, well, if I don't feel that way yet, then what does that tell me? Now, their intention towards you is the Wheel of Fortune. Damn, this person's really serious about you. I mean, they feel like this is a fated connection. I mean, we have the Judgment card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. the Five of Cups. They're a little scared here, Gemini. I feel like somebody is really hoping that this connection does not disappoint. The thing is, I feel like when they express themselves to you, it's like they kind of take a chance. They kind of take a chance here expressing themselves, and they may not. I don't know. I feel like your response to something is not what they were hoping for. Okay. Their next action, we got the Ace of Wands. I'm definitely seeing is not like anything's ending here. I'm seeing that the spark is still there, okay? Like the spark's still there. Definitely seeing it like the physical attraction, the physical energy between you is very, very strong here. Why is this the outcome? Some of you guys are about to like sabotage this connection. What are you doing, Gemini? Some of you guys sabotaging it out of fear. I don't know. I don't know, Gemini, but we have the Lovers and the Seven of Swords. It's almost like there's this, I also feel like you're not expressing, like there's something you want to say to this person, but you don't, like, you're scared to say it, or maybe I feel like someone may like you more than you like them, and it's not that you don't like them or you want to leave them, it's just maybe it takes you more time to connect emotionally with other people, and so it's like you don't want to tell this person, like, you want to find a very delicate way to express what you want to express. I feel like that's stressing you out this week. So that's what I got. We have your energy here: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo. Damn, that was heavy. And that was heavy, Gemini. Next, we're going to do Cancer. You already sabotaged. Oh no. All right, Cancer. The person on Cancer's mind, please. The Sun, you could be thinking about a Leo. You do not have to be thinking about a Leo, but we got Leo energy showing up here. There's someone you feel very positive feelings towards here. Cancer. Okay, let's see. Tell me more. Someone really brightens up your day. Okay, hold on. Not taking all of those. I feel like you guys are like lighting up when you hear from this person, or when you, yeah, there's definitely some sort of excitement, light, warmth, happiness that someone's bringing into your life here. What's their energy towards you? Seeing possibly a lot of communication. Oh, what's this? I hate when I get these confusing ass readings. Their energy towards you is the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. They're a little guarded here. I feel like you and this person are in completely different energies, Cancer. You're like really wanting to talk to this person. You're excited to hear from them. You're triggering somebody's abandonment issues here. I feel like somebody's really hard to let you in, to let their guard down. Somebody's feeling like they possibly, I mean, you seem very enamored by this person, Cancer, but they're looking at themselves and they're like, well, if Cancer were to see everything behind these walls that I put up, would they still be as excited about me? This person, you know, whatever they are on the surface is exciting to you, but they obviously, it feels like they think, or they feel like there's something underneath the surface that is lacking. So they may come off one way, but there may be some deep trauma or pain with this person. They definitely don't let anyone into that depth, okay? I feel like they're kind of keeping you at arm's length here, but you don't seem to really notice this too much, or at least not. Let me see. What's the energy between you guys? It's definitely feeling like this person's got their walls up, got their guard up. They're in kind of protection mode here, but it's to avoid disappointment, to avoid getting hurt. What's the energy between you guys? The Page of Cups feels very new. Feels like right now you don't even know. I don't know who you're dealing with, Cancer, but this person has some deeply rooted shame. Okay. You're only seeing the surface level of them with the Page of Cups here being this energy, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, you two are getting to know each other. Just know with whoever this person is, Cancer, they've got some deeply rooted stuff that they don't reveal because it makes them feel shame, it makes them feel guilt, it makes them feel like they're lacking in some way. I feel like they may try to overcompensate. Possibly for some of you guys, I'm getting with being funny. Like there's something about them, like they make jokes about everything, but like deep down, there's like stuff that they use humor as a coping mechanism, or even like information, knowledge in some way. You see them as the star. You actually really admire this person. There's something about them you find very inspiring. I don't think they see themselves that way, though. I don't think they see themselves that way at all. So when people can't see the good qualities in themselves, Cancer, they don't understand how other people can see it. But you apparently are very inspired by this person. And again, you see them as the Fool, which is wild because with the version of them you're seeing versus what they truly feel that they are two completely different people. But again, I feel like it's, you're seeing a very free, fun, lighthearted side of them. But they're holding on to a lot under the surface. How do they see you? And they're the fun person. They're the funny person. But that kind of keeps them from, it keeps them gliding above the surface, keeps them gliding above water, keeps them from needing to go too deep into anything. They see you as the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. Damn, they're like, okay, Cancer, they see you as someone who, very, very successful. Doesn't always need to mean financially, just they see you as someone who's successful. They see you as someone who knows how to overcome things. Okay. They definitely are recognizing something in you that they resist in themselves. Okay, I know that seems like a very blanketed statement, but they're recognizing something in you that they resist in themselves. I think that's part of why they're drawn to you, though. How do you feel? It's part of why they're drawn to you. There's something about you, you feel. Your feelings are the Temperance card. Okay. The Eight of Cups. You're not sure. You're very interested in this person, but you're not 100% sure that they're fully interested in you. I do feel like you're trying to be patient. You're trying to maintain a balance. I also feel like there's something about this person that draws you towards them. Cancer, you may be someone who's very empathetic, and so you're drawn to people who need healing. This person definitely needs healing. What's their feelings towards you? I also feel like you're aware, you're kind of aware of something here, like, there's this almost this energy of like, if you can come into this person's life, even just to be a step in their healing journey, but you're not sticking around, you're okay with that as long as you left a positive impact The world and their feelings. Okay. Why the world, please? The Nine of Cups. You do really bring happiness into this person's life. I think they're scared, Cancer. I think they're scared of whether they start depending on you for their happiness. Because again, there is a lack of happiness. And the thing is, this person doesn't, when they're alone, they don't address those things because they just can live in that state of mind where, okay, I have the things I need. I don't have to go any deeper. But you kind of bring this energy out in them where it's like, they're really feeling what true happiness is, to be with someone who sees them for who they are, that makes them like feel seen, and they're terrified to let you all the way in. Again, they're used to these kind of surface level connections. Yeah, their intention is the Tower. I don't know, man, that's crazy. The Tower, I mean, I feel like their intention is to do something unexpected. I don't think this person is very stable. It almost seems similar to like that Gemini reading where it's like, if your person is a Gemini, it's like they almost like kind of want to sabotage it because it helps them stay in control. It helps them maintain their power. So what is their next action? Oh God, you guys, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. The King of Cups. Huh. Okay. The King of Cups. Why is their next action the King of Cups? I feel like they're going to try to like tune in. Ooh, Cancer, you might have this person. You might have them really in their feelings about you. Okay, you might have them really wanting to take a risk, and I feel like it's a 50-50 with this person though, Cancer. Like, you might have this person falling in love with you, but at any moment they're like a ticking time bomb here, okay? The outcome is the Four of Swords. They're really overwhelmed. They're very overwhelmed here. It's hard to say with someone who's on this much of an emotional roller coaster, like, what's gonna happen here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I got though. We have Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Yeah, Gemini. Strong fixed sign energy. All right. We're gonna do Leo next, but guys, I have to go to the bathroom. Sorry, you guys. Give me a couple seconds here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so Leo's going to be next. Let me just get your time stamp. Okay, Leo. The person on Leo's mind, please. The person on Leo's mind. We have the Hanged Man. Could be thinking about a Pisces right now. You're hung up on somebody. You're hung up on someone here, Leo. Almost feels like a connection, maybe feeling stuck. Okay, tell me more. Nine of Swords. You're overthinking. The person on your mind is feeling stuck right now, Leo. They're trying to keep their composure, but they're like super anxious. Okay, someone's like overthinking the connection between you guys. Let's see what their energy is towards you. King of Pentacles. I feel like someone's trying to maintain in this kind of grounded energy. Why? Okay. King of Cups. Leo, somebody wants you to see them as someone who's very grounded, very stable, emotionally mature, in control emotionally, but they're actually not. They almost like, they like you. This person definitely likes you, and they see you as someone who they want to be with. Let me see. Why are they feeling stuck here? Why are they feeling stuck and anxious? Queen of Pentacles. There could be someone else in the picture, Leo. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant. I hate all these third-party situations, but somebody's dealing with another situation here, but they don't want to be. They don't want to be dealing with another situation. I don't know if you know about this or not. Let's see what the energy between you guys is. Okay. The Star, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who, you guys are either in a commitment or the connection is going in that direction. You both are definitely inspired by each other, see each other as, wish fulfillment. We have Pisces and Aquarius energy here. Someone might be caught up in another connection or tied up like with, I feel like somebody is either like married, Leo, or they were married, but there's still like some stuff that's not been fully sorted out. They're tied up in assets, they're tied up in other things. I definitely see that, like, they're stressed out, but they don't want you to know about this stress. And it's not necessarily coming off like they're trying to hide anything from you. It's just that, they're really enjoying like the connection between you guys and they don't want to bring you into this drama. How do you see them? You see them as the world. Yeah, so you might know about this, though. You might know that they're still caught up in an old situation. You're probably aware, based on what I'm seeing here. You're pretty, like, yeah, you know that they're struggling here. For some of you, there is something else. It could be, like, money or, like, I don't know, legal matter that they're tied up in or something. But there's something here that they're kind of, like, repeating a cycle, or they're kind of, like, not done, not fully like finished or wrapped up or completed something. You're definitely seeing them as being like upset, like somebody's going through a hard time. So you are aware of this. Can you guys hear me? Sometimes when someone calls, it like messes up the audio. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Oh, and now my cat is meowing to come in. Hold on. Okay, you want to come in? Come on. Come on. I hear you screaming. Let's go. Meow. 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 You want to come say hello to the Leos? Sorry, you guys. All right, let's see how this person is viewing you. Why is everything happening during your reading, Leo? A screw just fell out of the bottom of my chair. Okay, yeah, could be a lot of a lot of interruptions in this connection. How does this person view you? They like you. They want to be with you, Leo. Someone wants to be with you, but there's some other stuff that they're dealing with here. Okay, it could also be like family things that they're dealing with. There's something that they're all caught up in. Okay, someone's worried that you're going to get sick of them and the shit that they're dealing with. They do feel as if you're supportive right now, but some of you guys, I feel like they're like, damn, Leo's probably going to get really sick of like me dealing with this situation. That's what they're so anxious about. How do you feel? How do you feel, Leo? The Ace of Pentacles. You're down to like start something with this person. I feel like maybe you're possibly waiting for them, possibly waiting for the right time to like start something with them, you know? They might be telling you that they need to wait, okay? Yeah, they might be telling you they need to wait until something's settled. There's some sort of drama going on in their life. I don't know what it is, Leo. It's going to be different for all of you, but there's some sort of drama happening in this person's life. You may almost feel like they're avoiding starting something with you again. I feel like they don't want to start something when they're in this state of mind, when they're in this state of anxiousness and stress. How do they feel? They're hopeful. The thing is, you know, you are someone who brings the joy and the happiness into their life. I feel like when they're, I feel like when they're with you, Leo, you know, they have this like moments where they can kind of just forget about all the other stress that's going on in their life. Yeah, excuse me, sorry, I don't have the hiccups. Everything's happening in your reading for some reason. Temperance energy here. This person feels like you bring them into balance, Leo, like you help, you know, heal them. Like they also are very appreciative of the patience that you're having while they navigate this situation, whatever the situation is, okay? You know, in their intention, we do have Judgment and the Four of Wands. So, you know, I feel like this person, their intention is to, you know, have this kind of stability with you, build this foundation, build this stability. Some of you guys, they could be going through, like I said, a divorce or something, or some legal battles. And it's like they really just want to establish this connection with you, but they just feel like there's too many interruptions, almost like there's so many interruptions in your reading, right? Like things keep getting in the way, things keep happening. And now my cat wants to go out the room again. See, what's happening during your reading is like literally what's happening in your actual situation. Okay, go. Can you take your tail with you? Sorry, guys. I just have a roommate, so I have to keep the door shut. Otherwise, you're going to hear a bunch of noise. Okay, let's see what their next action is. But I do feel like this person is really feeling drawn to you. It's just they feel bad. I feel like there's some sort of like guilt almost. Like they feel bad that you have to deal with all this. And there's a part of them that's like, damn, when is Leo going to get fed up with this? Okay, if they're dealing with like a legal matter, I feel like that's getting sorted out very soon, Leo. I do feel like they could also be telling you something, like confessing something to you. They may be, the part of their anxiety could be because they maybe haven't told you all the details of a situation they're dealing with. I feel like they're very confident that things are going to work out with you too. Okay. And again, it feels like something's getting sorted out very, very soon. Yeah, they're actually going to be able to move past whatever this situation is. And the Fool, 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you guys are going to be celebrating with this person. They're going to be free of whatever the situation is really soon. They're going to be able to move on from it. You two are going to be celebrating. For some of you guys, there's something about like a home here. There's something about their home. Maybe they're fighting over who gets the house and their divorce, or maybe they're temporarily, like, their living situation is not good. This is someone who takes pride in, what they have, their life. Like, there's someone who's clearly doing very well financially, but right now their finances could be tied up in other stuff. But I do feel like you guys are going to have that kind of fun new beginning that you're seeking once this person is able to move past whatever this drama is, and it looks like it's ending soon. Okay. I would say like Gemini season, which is around the corner. We're around the corner from Taurus season, so very soon, you two are going to be able to actually like have that new beginning. They feel bad. They're saying, Leo, just you have to wait a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. Like, they feel bad for making you wait, but I feel like it's what you guys want is just around the corner. So that's what I got. We have your energy here: Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, strong Leo, strong Sagittarius. We also have Aquarius. Give these a good shuffle. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't really come live on a Thursday, but I actually had I don't have any clients today, which is like super rare. So I figured I'd try to make up for the live stream I didn't do on Saturday. All right, Virgo is next. Okay, let me get your timestamp. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, who's the person on Virgo's mind, please? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, feels like fate, Virgo. We could be dealing with a fixed sign here, or Sagittarius. Okay. Feels like something feels fated. There's a connection here that feels almost very much like fate or destiny here. Tell me more. Oh no! Okay, we got the Lovers. Hold on, I just dropped a bunch of cards on the floor. Sorry, guys. All right. Something feels like a very fated connection here, Virgo. We have the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Virgo, some of you guys have like met your person, I feel like, there's multiple people in our lives that we meet that serve a purpose, but this feels like a very soulmate, soul tie type of connection. Something feels very destined, especially like the way that you guys met, or the synchronicities when you're dealing with this person. Okay, there's like so many signs from the universe. Things just seem to be like kind of conspiring in favor of this connection right now. Let's see this person's energy towards you. Seven of Wands. Well, you feel like there's fate. This person may be a little bit protective. Why? Oh, they're protective of their emotions, Virgo. Someone's very protective of themselves. But the reason why they're so protective, Virgo, is because this person, like, they are showing up as someone who's very um, emotionally mature. They don't just fall very easily or very fast, okay? They're definitely protecting their heart here. That doesn't mean that they don't feel the way that you feel. It just means that, you know, they know better than to fall too fast for somebody else. They're definitely been there, done that. You know, this isn't their first rodeo. Um, let's see what the energy is between you. They do feel a very strong connection, a very strong emotional connection towards you. The energy between you, we have the high priestess. Damn. The high priestess being the energy between you. It's almost like there's this unspoken kind of bond. Like you guys maybe have not even spoken about it, but there's like clearly this kind of psychic connection here. Possibly even like, you know, you think something and this person says it, vice versa. You know, you may say something and they're like, damn, I just thought that. Or like you guys are like saying things at the same time, finishing each other's sentences, like weird little synchronicities, you know. They may tell you, "Oh, my favorite number is 333," and then now suddenly you're seeing 333 everywhere. Like there's weird little synchronicities like that. Okay. It also feels like you've had a lot of good luck since you've met this person. Or when you guys are together, it's like weird, like you guys just your energy is very synced up, like you have very good luck. I also feel like you guys like recognize something in each other, like on a spiritual level here. How do you see them, Virgo? Okay, hold on. I've got a bunch of cards coming out here. You see them as the sun. Okay. So you definitely are seeing this person, the Four of Wands. It's hard to say, Virgo, because this is how you see them. How you see them is not necessarily a fact, okay? But you see this person as someone you're going to be with for the long term. I'm not saying you are or you aren't, but you definitely are seeing marriage and even possibly children in your future with this person, okay? I feel like you guys have this, like, maybe you even had some kind of vision or premonition about this, or maybe there's just like, there's something that really feels strong about this connection. This feels like the one for you. Yeah, you guys are thinking very far ahead. Let's see how they see you. You just want to make sure you and this person are on the same page, right? Because if you let yourself just go too far with these kind of thoughts, like, and they're not on the same page, Virgo. They see you as the emperor. Damn, this person, they got a lot of respect for you. They see you as very powerful, Virgo. You're someone who, you know, you are very strong in this person's eyes. You're very organized. You're structured. Okay, you got your shit together, and they love that about you. You're literally on top of the damn world. You're literally on top of the world here, Virgo. Hmm. Why do I feel suspicious about this reading? I mean, it looks good. It looks good. What is this? They definitely are seeing you as someone who has everything you want, you know, everything you need, which is a good thing because then, you know, it kind of gives them that security that if you want them, it's because you chose them. In your feelings, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're definitely, like I said, you're definitely very interested in this person. Damn, Ten of Cups, Virgo. You're feeling very happy with this person. I think you're falling really fast for someone. I mean, mind you, I don't know like how new this connection is, but you definitely have fallen for this person pretty hard. And again, it's like you can see the future. You see the home, the family, um, the house together, the life together, the family, the days, what it looks like having spending your weekends with this person, your weekdays. There's like you literally can see I don't know. Maybe again, some of you guys could be like a little bit psychic here. Maybe some of you guys have seen what the future is going to look like, or maybe this is just you fantasizing. I don't really see any evidence of you being like delusional in this reading, but it's like it's almost like you have this inner knowing that this is your person. How do they feel? Six of Pentacles. Feeling is mutual, Virgo. Feelings reciprocated. Okay. Oh, we do have the Five of Cups here. They have some doubts. They definitely have some doubts here, which is kind of normal. You know, it's fairly normal for people to have doubts, especially when something feels really good. The energy feels very reciprocated. Like, you know, they want to give to this. They love something about giving and receiving of energy. Like the energy that you guys give and receive, it's like you're pouring into each other. What's their true intention here? The Hierophant of Star. Yeah, damn. They want this just as bad as you. I don't know why I feel like there's something. I guess it's just because I don't really get like the most positive readings all the time. But this person's definitely they see the long term as well, but they do have some doubts. But they're very hopeful. I feel like they're hopeful as well. Like they have faith in this. Doesn't mean that they don't have some doubts or they're not scared. I mean, we are seeing that they're showing up as quite protective of themselves here. What's their next action? The King of Pentacles. Damn. Virgo, this person really does show up for you. Okay. I'm seeing somebody who like wants to take care of you, but not only just wants to take care of you, like you guys take care of each other, you know what I mean? But there's definitely commitment showing up here, like a strong sense of commitment, reliability towards each other. Okay. We do have the Hanged Man, so there might be a bit of a delay. It might not necessarily mean that you're like committing to each other today or next week, but you know, I definitely feel like you two are on the same page. It's just they may be a little bit slower to open up emotionally. What's the outcome? The Five of Pentacles. What the fuck? You guys, what? What's the long-term outcome? Because why am I seeing that there's a possible, like, separation? Okay, there could be a separation and then, like, a beginning here. Because, like, you got, for your, like, short-term outcome here, I mean, someone maybe got a little bit freaked out. That's what I was feeling. They have some doubts. They may have some doubts and kind of, like, veer off the path for a moment, momentarily. Okay. But this could also be a lesson for you guys. Like, you know, if it's meant to be, if it comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. If someone wants to leave, like let them go. What's that saying? If it comes back, it's yours. I feel like that's what's going on here. There may be a temporary separation between you and this person, but it looks like they come back around. They have a realization. You know, sometimes people need space. You got to give them that space to kind of understand what they really want. Sometimes people recognize or see, like, you know, in your absence is when they realize that what they truly want, because everything else here is pointing to the fact that you two want the same thing. There's a lot of faded energy in this reading. So that's what I got, Virgo. There might be a little bit of a warning here of just letting something play out the way it's supposed to. Don't get too freaked out if this person pulls back a little bit. We have Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Aries. Okay, next up is going to be Libra. Oh, it's not a card. It's actually just a sticky note, so I know where the camera ends. It's a little sticky note so that I know not to put the cards like past a certain point. Yeah, because I can't see. The phone is like above my head, so I can't actually like see the screen unless I'm standing up, which I am now. I stand up between the readings so I can take a little stretch and a shuffle of the cards. 1 second. All right. Let me get your timestamp for Libra. Sound is good, you guys. I don't know what happened last week, and then I tried to go live on Tuesday, and I just could not. It kept giving me an error message, and it just like would not let me go live, and I was freaking out. I was like, "What's happening? Why won't YouTube let me go live? Like, what is going on?" And then it was like Chat GPT. I was like troubleshooting with Chat GPT for like 2 hours, and then it's like, just try again in 24 hours. I'm like, all right, I want that 2 hours of my life back. But anyway, here we are now, so it's all good. All right, Libra. Who is Libra thinking about the person on Libra's mind? Someone who is confusing you, Libra. Okay, we have 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Damn, Libra. Somebody's left you in kind of a state of confusion. It could be a recent ending here, or heartbreak, or this painful situation you're dealing with somebody. You're confused. So you guys are like over analyzing why something ended, over analyzing the pain that you're feeling. So you guys are trying to get over something, get through something. What's this person's energy towards you? They're also overthinking. They don't want to overthink anymore. Okay. Wow. All right. Could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign, but it seems to have been quite a confusing ending between you and somebody here. Tell me more about the 4 of Swords for Libra. So they're questioning things. You're questioning things. You're both like just in a state of confusion, overthinking, overanalyzing, questioning. They're reevaluating. They're about like reevaluating the situation between you guys. I feel like something ended here. What's the energy between you? The Tower. What happened here, Libra? Some shit hit the fan. Hmm. 4 of Cups, Tower. Yeah, there's like an energy of discontentment here. Okay, so it feels like there was some sort of upheaval in the connection that led to an ending. And then now both of you are not content with how things ended. Both of you are overthinking. You're heartbroken. This person's trying to avoid their emotions, but they're definitely still overthinking. There's definitely still questioning everything. They're not doing okay. You could be wondering if this person's doing okay. They're not doing okay without you. All right, let's see how you see them. What the heck happened here, Libra? Shit hit the fan with you and this person. What happened with Libra and this person, please? You see them as the 9 of Swords. They're really upset. You could feel like they're okay, so something happened and it feels like they're overthinking something. I don't know, Libra. You see them as confused. So it feels like something happened here and they may have like misread a situation. Someone's very emotionally sensitive, Libra. But I also feel like somebody's trying to create like confusion around a situation. I want to know, what is the situation? Like, what happened here? What happened? You guys, there's a disagreement, or like you guys can't meet each other halfway in a situation. Libra, somebody here, whether it's you or the other person, mistook somebody needing some space for something else. So I don't know if it's you. Take it as it resonates. Roles can be reversed, but it almost feels like somebody needed some space here, and the other person felt either the rejection wound being triggered here, or accused the other person of, it's like maybe someone said they needed some space. Maybe they're like, for example, they're like, Libra, what are you doing Friday? And you're just like, I just feel like being in my own energy. I just feel like I need a day for myself. And this person sat there overthinking. They're like, Libra, does Libra actually staying home having a day to themselves? Or are they out with someone else? Are they lying? Are they like someone's spiraling here? And I feel like the situation escalated way out of hand. For example, just going with that example, you could just be like, no, I really just needed to like stay in and just have a day where I don't have to do anything or think about anything or socialize with anyone. This person took that really personally, and they're really like suspicious about it. And the more you try to like reassure them and explain to them, the more they like spiraled out of control, and it just went it just, like I said, the situation escalated very quickly. Okay, but this, like I said, this could be reversed. Maybe it's the other person. um but I feel like they're the one that's creating confusion around the situation, because you're more confused and you're seeing them as the moon and the nine of swords. How do they see you? Three of Pentacles. So you're trying to fix the situation, but apparently you're dealing with someone who's very emotionally unstable, Libra. Because they are seeing you as trying to fix the situation. But yeah, so I don't know. What did you tell this person? Like whatever you did or said made them feel rejected or made them feel excluded in some way. You really like hit this person's insecurities, or like it's something like really triggered them. And I feel like you don't even know like what to say or what to do at this point. Like no matter what you say or what you do, like it doesn't seem to be helping the situation. Well, clearly like this person has a very deep wound that has nothing to do with you, that you may just have triggered here. How do you feel? They've gone silent on you. They've gone silent on you. Yeah, you feel powerless. You feel like, again, no matter what you do, you can't really fix the situation. What are some of their feelings? Yeah, they're pushing you away right now. Someone's pissed, Libra. They're not happy. They're not happy with you. And I feel like you just feel like this whole situation has been blown way out of proportion. Now, Libra, they still like you. I do feel like they want to express something to you, but their emotional expression feels blocked right now. Tell me about their intentions. Yeah, they're not coming forward anytime soon, Libra. This person is being very stubborn and stuck in their ways. In fact, I don't know. They think they're moving on. Well, damn. They think they're moving on. Okay, what's their actual next action? The World. So they're gonna attempt to move on from this. Libra, they may even attempt at, who is this person? Because I feel like they're trying to get some sort of revenge. They're like, okay, well, like they're making up scenarios in their mind, Libra. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to go off and do this, then I'm going to go off and do this. Or like, say, I don't know, you went out with friends and there was like men and women there. And they're just like, well, I thought you were just going out with the girls, or I thought you were just going out with the guys. And they find out there's other people there that are attractive, and that this person's very insecure. Okay. And I feel like they're trying to do something that's going to make them feel better, like it's some sort of revenge. But I don't, this is so messed up, Libra. What's the outcome? What's the outcome, please? They'll be back. I see healing coming through, healing taking place here. I think that this person is just like completely lost their mind here for a moment. But I don't know, Libra. This reading is stressing me out. I don't know how you were in a relationship with this person, but to each their own. We got Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer. Strong Scorpio energies here. Damn. I don't know how you do that, Libra. So much drama. It was like so freaking dramatic, that whole reading. Jesus. Jesus. Libra. How do you deal with that shit? I can't do drama. It's just, it's too much. Like, if you're insecure, you need to work on yourself before getting into a relationship. Not coming from a judgmental place, by the way, because we all have to have that awareness and realization, you know. I'm not saying that I've never been insecure, but I have been single for like 7 years before I got into another relationship to do that work on myself, you know. And even then when you think you're healed and you get in a relationship, you're going to have things come up because relationships are going to trigger you, right? So it is what it is. I'm going to go and blow my nose, these damn allergies. All right. Scorpio is next. All right, guys. I'm here. I'm just taking a 30-second breather, okay? I'm very happy I can do a regular live stream again. The last few weeks they've been like super short because I had that freaking sciatica issue, but it's like definitely, I'm like 98% healed now. I literally just have a little bit of like muscle tightness, but it doesn't hurt me to sit down anymore. So yay. All right, Scorpio. The person on Scorpio's mind, please. 3 of Pentacles could be dealing with an earth sign, Scorpio. This could be somebody that you work with, somebody you're involved in a group with, someone you see typically on a regular basis. Okay, tell me more. You're coming, okay. Feels like you're coming out of separation with someone, or you've just come out of separation. Remember, you guys are all on different timelines. So for some of you, this could be something that's recently happened. For some of you, this could be something that's happening now. For some of you, it could be something that's about to happen. So I feel like you're coming out of separation with someone, Scorpio, and you may have a conversation that's like you two, you know, meeting each other halfway. Whatever happened in the past, you're trying to come together, you're trying to compromise, you're trying to work something out and work as a team here. So let's see how this person sees you. Oh, they see you as the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. So definitely somebody's like very happy to be working something out with you. Yeah, it feels like you're coming out of a period of separation. There's a lot of excitement here. Someone's really wanting to explore this connection again. Okay, but also with the Knight of Wands, yeah, it's exciting energy, but it's not very stable and it's not very consistent quite yet. I'm not necessarily saying, Scorpio, that somebody's going to be a player with you or anything, but just know that the Knight of Wands, they got one foot in the door, basically. Let's see the energy between you guys. And that could be just now. You know, that could be just in the moment they feel that way because things are new again. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here in the energy between you. Something brought you back together. What happened? Something happened, Scorpio, that felt like, you know, maybe you and this person hadn't talked for a long time. Suddenly you run into each other. Suddenly you show up on each other's feed on social media or something. One of you reached out and it just got you guys talking again. But it almost feels like there's been some sort of fate or divine intervention that brought you back together. Yeah. A conversation, one conversation led to this. One of you may have reached out to the other and been like, hey, I saw this thing. I thought of you. I'm just wondering how you've been doing. And then, you know, maybe the intention was just to reach out and say hello, like a friendly hello. And it actually turned into quite a serious conversation here. Like something's changing between you and someone who were previously in separation from each other. How do you see this person, Scorpio? At a distance. They could be someone who is physically at a distance from you or someone who has been distant from you. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. You're looking at the connection. You're looking at this person differently now. You're perceiving them and the connection different than how you did in the past. It feels more realistic this time. However, I do want to just remind you, the Knight of Wands is here. So for this point in time, this person, they're not fully invested yet. Tell me how they see you. The Strength card in the World. Damn. There seems to be some fated kind of element here. Like you two were supposed to come back together. Like something, like there's unfinished. They feel like you guys have unfinished business. They have a lot of, okay, so this person's like, first of all, strong attraction here. Again, there's like a lot of this, with the Knight of Wands and the Strength, it's like very lustful energy showing up. But again, that doesn't mean that it can't go somewhere. They do have the Lover's energy there as well. But they're someone's reminded or remembering why they liked you or why they were drawn to you in the first place. Okay. It's like an energy of a connection being renewed. How do you feel, Scorpio? The 2 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. So you're also remembering why you liked this person. You know, it's like you guys, you know, when you don't talk to someone for a long time and then you talk again and it's like no time even went by. I feel like that's what happened between you and this person. However, you are a little bit mentally conflicted here over the situation. So you and someone are meeting up for a drink or meeting up for dinner or something. And I feel like you may just be meeting up to catch up, but the feelings come back really quickly. How do they feel? They're carrying something from the past here. There's something that's still burdening them here. What is it? They felt rejected in the past by you. Maybe you ended things. They're still a little bit bitter about that, Scorpio. I do feel like they're still holding on to something, either the way things ended between you. So if you were the one that sort of ended things here, they are a little bit still holding on to that. They could be holding a little bit of a grudge, okay? Could be still bitter. Yeah. I feel like there's something that they're still a little bit upset about here between you guys. You definitely made them feel rejected or like triggered some sort of insecurity in this person. What's their intention now coming back into your life? The Queen of Cups. Okay, that's good. That's good. Again, I feel like in intention, damn, they want to be with you, Scorpio. I feel like that wasn't the original intention when you guys got back into communication with each other, but very quickly, the feelings are growing here. In fact, the time apart from this person might have been just what you needed, just what both of you needed to kind of realize some things about each other. Maybe you guys had to grow a little on your own, evolve on your own, go through some sort of changes here. What's their next action? Damn, the Judgment card. Yeah. So again, you guys reunited, but just reconnected, but not necessarily reconciled. But I do see that coming too. The Judgment card. I feel like for some of you, this is divine timing energy. It's like you were meant to meet in the past and have whatever experience you had with each other, but you were truly meant to be together in this moment. There was a reason why, you know, sometimes that happens. So I hear this a lot. Actually, people will meet, they'll have a sort of experience, then they go their separate ways, they grow, and they come back together. And that's exactly what I feel like is happening here. You got 6 of Cups and the Judgment card in their next actions. They're gonna they're going to suggest that you guys get back together. I don't know if it's going to meet immediately, Scorpio, but that's what's coming. Yep. Ace of Wands, the Empress. And guess what? If this person didn't see your worth or your value in the past, they see it now. Oh, they see it now. Whatever growth and expansion and evolving that you did while you were on your own, that's exactly what you needed, and so did they. And as long as you both kind of learned the lessons and grew into the people you were meant to grow into before coming back together, then I feel like this has a lot of potential to work out. And again, there's no guarantee in any tarot readings, and any reader who tells you there's like a guarantee. That's why we say there's a potential. There's a lot of you watching this, so at the end of the day, the same thing cannot be true for all of you, but depends on the timeline you're on and the timeline the other person is on. And it's the whole thing. We all have free will, so the outcomes are always subject to change. You could change your mind today, you could change your mind tomorrow, you could change your mind next week. However, I do see a lot of potential here for a connection to be reconciled, and this person is going to see your worth, your value if they didn't in the past. There's a strong attraction here. We have the King and Queen of Cups here. I mean, it's a beautiful couple showing up. So I do feel like a lot of you guys, you and this person, have definitely grown on an emotional level. Okay, so that's what I got. We have Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. That's quite a beautiful reading, Scorpio. I love that for you guys. That does happen. It does happen quite a bit. I know a few people myself who that's happened to, and I've even experienced that myself. I met somebody a few years ago and we were not really in alignment, and we got back into contact more recently, and now, it feels more aligned this time. So it is definitely a thing. All right, let's give these a good shuffle. Move on to Sagittarius. We get your timestamp. Where are we? 1:38. Okay, guys. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate you. All right. The person on Sagittarius's mind, please. The person on Sagittarius's mind. Ace of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign, Sagittarius. I think there's somebody you're very focused on right now. It's almost hard to not think about this person. Someone here you really enjoy talking to, communicating with. Tell me more. Tell me more about this person. The Chariot. We have Cancer energy here. Okay, so there's someone who you feel like, I feel like you're looking at this person, you're focused on this person, you're focused on forward movement here. Okay, there's something that feels like it's moving in the right direction. You could be wondering if something's moving in the right direction, but I feel like this is pretty positive energy here. Let's see what their energy is towards you. The Tower, Scorpio, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Damn. Someone may be surprising you, Sagittarius, by suddenly putting effort in. It's like you're getting clarity. I feel like you're either getting clarity, you either just got clarity, or about to get clarity. You're seeing someone's efforts increase, or like they're putting more effort in. Someone's realizing that they want to put more effort in. Oh my God, I split the deck. I started shuffling, but we had the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. Someone's starting to take the connection more seriously. Okay, it may be kind of a shock to you. You may just like have suddenly somebody's energy shifts, but in a positive way where it feels like things are moving forward, and it's kind of like you're seeking this clarity about which direction this connection is going. Well, you're about to get it because you're about to see that this person's actions are going to start showing it, this person, they always say actions speak louder than words, right? And consistency speaks louder than action. So this person may have like been saying a lot. Now you're starting to see in their actions. Okay, their actions and their words are in alignment. What's the energy between you? It feels like someone's starting to put more effort in here. What's the energy between Sagittarius and this person, please? Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles energy is telling me that, this connection feels very reliable for both of you. Feels grounded. This seems healthy, Sagittarius, because when we get into connections and we start wondering and questioning things and we're confused, that's usually typically a pretty straightforward answer that something's not really in alignment. You shouldn't really be that confused. If you're at the point where you're watching tarot readings all the time trying to get an answer about something, that's usually your answer. A healthy connection won't leave you in a state of confusion. Now, sometimes in the beginning we don't know, because again, we're just seeking clarity. We don't know what's going on in the other person's mind. That's okay. But if you're continuously watching these videos, like, you guys, that's really not a good or healthy thing, to be honest. In fact, I'm almost thinking about like doing less of these kind of readings and doing more readings that actually like help people grow. I really I'm starting to have an issue with like how addictive these love readings can be. But anyway, I'm going to figure that out on my own time. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, the energy between you. This is quite beautiful, Sagittarius. This is telling me that there's definitely romance in the air. And again, with that Chariot and the Knight of Cups interacting here in the spread, it's telling me that, things are starting to move forward between you. The emotional connection is growing. The romance is growing. There's more consistency here. Okay. And it feels like it almost comes out of nowhere. It's like, boom, suddenly someone's energy shifts, and it's shifting in a positive direction, which is great, because a lot of the time when we get these readings, the energy shifts, but it's like leaves you in a state of confusion. This is like the opposite. This is the energy shifting, and you're like, oh, well, now I'm not wondering anymore, like, if they like me or if they're going to reach out to me, because like they're actually consistently making an effort to talk to me. They're consistently making an effort to plan dates or pursue me. How do you see this person? Feels very, very positive. Let's see. You see them as the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I feel like you're about to get some emotional expression from somebody. Okay. Somebody's going to express their emotions or, do something, not even just express, but through their words, through their actions, through their consistency. You're starting to see that this person is pouring into the connection, Sagittarius. I love this. Looks so beautiful, you guys. Oh my God. Yay. The Judgment card. Okay. Yeah, this feels very divinely guided for you. Let's see how they see you. This is so cute. I love getting the positive readings. I'm so sick of doing third parties and narcissists, and I'm tired of all that shit. How do they see you? Sometimes people need to hear the truth too, I don't want to be feeding anybody's delusion here. So like, if this is your reading, Sagittarius, if you feel like, you're not questioning too much. And again, this may be something that's coming in for you. So you might be questioning now, but this could be saying that, you're about to get the clarity as well. Six of Swords, you really are bringing calmness and peace to this person, Sagittarius, okay? They just see you as a little stubborn, but they definitely are very held on to you here. Like, this person, they may see you as a little slow to open up emotionally. I do feel like they're going to express something to you. I feel like they know that you have the capacity to love, but they see that you're a little bit guarded. You're a little bit protective of your heart here. So I think they're trying to show you a more emotional side of themselves in hopes that you'll open up to them a little bit more. How do you feel? Because you do come off as a little guarded. Yeah, you're a little bit scared of getting hurt again. And it's totally normal, Sagittarius, in any relationship, especially if we've been hurt a lot in the past. When something new comes in, We tend to be very protective of ourselves because we're scared of getting hurt again. And guess what? You got the Nine of Swords, the Temperance card here in your feelings as well, which is telling me there's definitely relationship anxiety showing up for you. You're scared of getting hurt again, but you're also, because you just healed, right? You're healing. The thing is, you know, I said this today, one of the other signs, that you can only do so much healing on your own. When you enter a relationship or you have interest in someone, now some triggers are coming up. There was no one there to trigger these certain wounds when you're single, right? You can address it, but either a deeper layer is going to come up when you're involved with someone, or there's going to be wounds that come up that weren't able to come up when you're single because nobody's there to trigger that emotion in you, right? So I do feel like some of you guys are experiencing a little bit of that triggered energy here. Tell me about how this person feels. They know you don't trust them. They can sense that. You may have had some bad experiences in dating, okay? They feel like you don't trust them. And they're a little bit stressed about that, okay? I feel like they're but the thing is, from what I see here, Sagittarius, I do feel like they're trying to gain your trust. Like, you definitely have some triggers coming up here. Tell me more about their feelings, please. Because they do have feelings. They have feelings for you. We got the 10 of Cups. They got feelings for you, Sag. They're like, damn, how do I make Sagittarius trust me? They're a little overwhelmed that you don't trust them, and maybe like a little bit frustrated, but I don't think they're like mad at you. I think they're just like, well, how do I fix this? You know? So this is something that's coming up for you, but let's see their intention towards you. King of Wands, okay? They would really like to show up for this connection, okay? Show up and take the lead and be someone that you can trust. They want to be in a commitment with you. They do. They intend to step up, take the lead, be who they need to be to make you feel safe. I feel like this person is very protective. Like, when they love someone, they're very protective of that person. Tell me about their next action. Sag, damn. This person wants to be with you for the long term, okay? I can't, like, you know, again, they may have told you this a bunch of times, but they're starting to realize that they need to show you. You know, I think this person's having a kind of a breakthrough, kind of a realization here with this Tower card, that they have to show you. That they may have told you, oh, Sag, I can see myself spending the rest of my life with you. But they can sense that you don't trust the words, right? You may have been with someone in the past that was all talk but no action. So this person's like, well, damn, I have to show Sagittarius through my efforts and through consistency. And so I feel like that's where you're at now. Someone's wanting to show you. What's the outcome here? Someone's wanting to show you that they mean business, Sagittarius. They mean business. Yeah. Hey, Sagittarius, you got the Emperor here. Divine masculine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. This person's standing in their true divinity, okay? Wanting to show you that they mean business. So that's what I got. We have Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer. Strong Sag energy here for my Sagittarius collective. I love that reading. That was so beautiful. We got quite a few good ones today, you guys. I'm very happy with that. It's very draining for me to do all these readings where like people are jealous and insecure and in separation and third parties, and I just like it's not enjoyable. Like, but I'm not gonna like pretend that that's not what I see when I see that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. At least getting a couple good readings throughout the all signs. I might try to do some different categories though that are like not love related. I just know that's what you guys want to hear, so it's hard to do other things. Thanks everyone for hitting the like button. Appreciate you all so much. Okay, let me take a little sip of coffee here. I'm going to do Capricorn next. 50. Alrighty. The person on Capricorn's mind, please. Ooh, we got some conflict here, Capricorn. You might be conflicted about someone, or there could be somebody that you're in a conflict with. Right after I'm just saying how the readings are so good. Clarify the Five of Wands, please. Okay, screen 9,000 cards trying to come out. Clarify the Five of Wands for my Capricorn collective. Oh yeah, there's a there's a bit of a fighting energy going on here between you and somebody. It's definitely someone being very defensive. Okay. So Five of Wands, Knight of Swords. You guys are in a disagreement. I'd say probably disagreement is an understatement. Seems to be a bit of a conflict battle here. I feel like you're both pretty. So you're mad at someone. Okay, what's this person's energy towards you? They're confused. You're mad. They're confused. Okay. Someone may be confused as to why you're mad, Capricorn. Something's not getting through to them. Okay. Someone is just dumb, Capricorn. No offense. No offense, Capricorn, but I feel like you're trying to get your point across to someone. You're trying to be pretty like straightforward with someone here, and they're just not getting it. And they're confused. They're like, "Oh, wait, we were so happy. Like we were just so happy. Like why are we fighting?" You clearly are angry about something, but this person is not fully grasping why you're upset. They just want to focus on the good, on the positive, but you're like, no, we need to tackle this issue. We need to address this, because if we just ignore it and focus on the positive, then I'm going to start to resent you, or just it's going to come up later. You're the type of person, Capricorn, who feels like you want to deal with something head on. You're not going to pretend that it didn't happen, whereas this person seems like they're the type that's like, okay, we argued, but I don't want to argue, so let's just pretend it didn't happen and go back to being happy. But you're like, no, I can't be happy until this is sorted out. The energy between you is the Four of Cups. Okay. We got discontent energy here. You guys are going back and forth. Two Pentacles. You guys are going back and forth about something. You and someone are not able to see eye to eye about something right now, Capricorn. Something's just not computing with this person. You may have an issue with something, Capricorn, but they don't see why it's an issue. They don't understand why something is bothering you. They don't understand why something's such a big deal. How do you see this person? Like they think you're making a big deal of nothing, and you're just like, no, like this means something to me. So I feel like you're kind of frustrated because you're like, maybe it's not a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. So therefore, you should care about the things that are a big deal to me, right? That's what a partnership is about. Like, it might not be a big deal to them, but they need to care about how you feel about things, and you're just not seeing eye to eye in a situation. You see them as the Nine of Wands. You see them as guarded. They don't want to go there. They don't want to go there. They don't want to go into the deep end with you, Capricorn. You're like, I already been in the ocean. I'm the damn sea goat. Yeah. You're like, you're seeing them as being stuck. So this could be like an issue, Capricorn, that's like there's something about them that's directly affecting you, and they don't see how. Okay. I don't know. It could be anything, you guys. This person's, they don't, it's a matter of perception here. You guys are not seeing each other's perspectives, because you're like, your perception or your perspective on this is not how I see it. And the thing is, that's fine. You can be in a relationship and have different perspectives, but at least try to put yourself in the other person's shoes, you know? Try to understand. Someone with an open mind can understand other perspectives and other angles of situations. That doesn't mean they have to agree with it, but it's like they're not even trying to understand your side, whereas you're like, okay, I understand your side, but we can't come to a compromise unless you understand where I'm coming from too. How do they see you? I feel like you're very frustrated because this person just refuses to see something from anything outside of their own perception. How do they see you? They're also, you guys are just, they're like, sorry, you guys, I'm laughing and I'm not even making any sense right now. But it's because they see you the same way. They see you as being stubborn. They're like, well, Capricorn's like avoiding something, you know. Meanwhile, they're the ones kind of avoiding talking about it. And they just can't, you know, people can only meet you, Capricorn, as far as they met themselves. And clearly this person has not met themselves deep enough to understand the perspective, the perception that you're coming from. And that might be a huge clue into whether this relationship is going to work or not. They think you're just being stubborn, Capricorn. They think you're just holding a grudge. They think you just don't want to let go of something. Meanwhile, it's like they don't understand because you can put yourself in this person's shoes, but they can't put themselves in your shoes. So it's like frustrating to you, you know? It's very frustrating to you that someone can't understand why you're okay or not okay with something, you know? Like, for example, someone, they may be like, I don't know, just again, this is just an example, it doesn't have to be in a story, but say they have someone that they work with who's like flirting with them all the time, but your partner is not flirting, but the person is flirting with them, but it's going right over their head, right? But they keep like giving to this situation, feeding into this situation. You're just like, well, I know you're not flirting with them and that's fine, but they're flirting with you, so you need to set a boundary. And they're like, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, so why do I need to set a boundary? Nothing's going to happen. It's like, well, out of respect for your partner, you know, something like that. It doesn't have to be that exact situation, obviously, but it could be something regarding setting a boundary. It feels like. How do you feel, Capricorn? You're hurt. You're upset. You're upset that they don't get it because they think you're making a big deal out of nothing. Meanwhile, it's like, you know, you're mentally conflicted here. I said, well, I would feel better if you set a boundary with this person. You know, for some of you, going back to that example, it could be something like they may not have told this person that they're in a relationship. It's like, well, just tell them you're in a relationship. That way, you know, you don't have to be mean about it or never talk to them again, but at least if they know, maybe they'll stop flirting. Or you can just say, hey, I'm in a relationship. I don't appreciate you flirting with me. I don't know. It feels like something along those lines. Again, could be that situation for some of you, but it really strongly feels as if you're like, you don't know what else to do about this and you're almost reaching a breaking point. How do they feel? They're just confused, Capricorn. I'm sorry, but this you're with someone who doesn't have as much depth as you, Capricorn. Remember, you're the sea goat. You came from the bottom of the ocean. You make it to the top of the damn mountain. This person's just been floating on the surface the whole time. They don't know. They haven't met themselves that deeply. They can't understand from your perspective. So you're getting to your wit's end. You're like, I don't know how to make them understand something. Okay. And this issue just keeps coming up. They want to move forward from it. And the funny thing is, it's like you're literally telling them how to move forward. And they're seeing you as stubborn, but yet they're the one being stubborn because they could simply just say the thing and set the boundary. And that would make you feel better knowing that they could do that because they understand, you know, it's out of respect for you. I don't know, Capricorn, this situation's pissing me off so much. What's their intention? They do. So the thing is, yeah, their intention is to try to make things feel balanced again in the connection and make things feel fair. Okay, they do want to solve it. I do feel like there's going to be a conversation between you guys. Let's see, are they going to get it? What's their next action? I feel like there is going to be a conversation here. King of Swords, Nine of Cups. I feel like you guys are going to reach a conclusion, Capricorn. I feel like you guys are going to reach a conclusion. There's something about you having to be very direct with them, but I feel like you have been. You know, it's just your approach. I think you have to take a different approach with this person. See what the outcome is. But I do feel like there's yeah, okay. Queen of Pentacles is the other. I think you guys are going to figure it out. Okay? I think you're going to figure it out. You got to, you know what it is? I feel like when you get frustrated with this person or get like upset with them, it's really hard for them to listen to you. You're dealing with someone who seems very sensitive here. So maybe you just need to try a different approach. So that's what I've got. We got Libra here, Pisces, strong Cancer energy. You might be dealing with your opposite sign here, Capricorn. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, you're quite opposite people. So, you know, you gotta speak this person's language to them. They don't understand Capricorn language. I'm so sick of these allergies. I gotta like seriously brush my cat because she's shedding her winter coat and there's just like hair freaking everywhere. She doesn't really like getting brushed, so it's kind of a thing, you know. It's a whole thing. Just hair everywhere. Okay, one sec. All right, so Aquarius is next. Oh shit, timestamp just changed. 2:02. Bernadette, Debbie, thank you guys. Appreciate you. My fellow Aquas, Aquarius. The person on Aquarius's mind, please. The person on Aquarius's mind. What's Aquarius thinking about, please? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, someone possibly, for some of you guys, could be someone you work with. Some of you guys have like a low-key relationship in the workplace. Okay. Could be dealing with a Pisces here, Aquarius. So some of you, okay, for some of you, like I said, there's a workplace relationship, or there's a relationship that's kind of on the down low here. Or there's like some of you guys could be a crush here, but there's something that's not being revealed per se between you and another person. And like I said, it could be work, right? Sometimes we don't want to reveal dating amongst coworkers because it could cause drama and gossip and within the workplace or within a group project or something. But there's definitely kind of an energy of something being kept secret here. What's this person's energy towards Aquarius? We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, this person, they definitely have feelings for you, Aquarius. Somebody may have recently expressed their emotions to you, how they feel, or yeah, damn, Two of Cups. Yeah, wow. There's a partnership here, but it feels like it's a bit of a private partnership, bit of a secret. We got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck too. Gemini energy, Gemini and Aquarius here, Pisces. So yeah, it could be kind of a relationship, like I said, that's kept private, or at least for the time being. But I'm definitely seeing that someone. So someone may have like revealed their feelings to you, but they may have asked you to keep this between you and them. I definitely see a partnership forming, or has already been formed, but again, it's just showing up as like not being necessarily revealed to anyone else. What is the energy between you and this person? Do they really like you? Okay, I feel like something's getting established here. Yeah, it's sneaking around is the energy between you. I would say with the Seven of Swords here, it definitely doesn't feel like there's deception going on just because of what's come up so far here is almost like, yeah, it's like you guys are pretending to be single. Hmm. You guys are pretending nothing's going on here, okay? Something is clearly going on. How do you see this person, Aquarius? This is funny. How do you see them? The Emperor. Oh, okay. Beautiful. You definitely see this person as somebody who you have a lot of respect for. Okay. You see this person as someone who I mean, for some of you, for my feminines out there, this is like your divine masculine energy here. Okay, healthy energy. Tell me more. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. I'm feeling Aquarius like this is somebody who you really want to like invest into, invest your time, invest your energy. However, there is some things that you're questioning. There are some things that you're questioning here, and there's things that you're kind of contemplating whether that can grow. I don't know. It almost feels like you're like, okay, you're observing. You're like, all right, this I see growth here, but what about this aspect? Like you really are just kind of looking at all the different angles here, Aquarius. And I feel like overall things are really good here, but there are a couple questions coming up in your mind. There are a couple little concerns coming up. How do you see? How does this person see you? Some of you guys are like waiting because you're just like, okay, well, when are we going? Are we going to be secret forever? Like, are we going to reveal this eventually? Or like, what are we doing? I see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely are seeing you as someone who's very grounded, in tune with nature, Aquarius. Definitely seeing you as someone who they can rely on. Queen of Pentacles is also like very much seen as a person you want to commit to for the long term, okay? They're also seeing you as someone who's very enlightened. You may be someone very spiritual, Aquarius. You're someone with a different perspective. Maybe you and this person have very different perspectives of life. But that's a good thing, you know? You can learn from each other's perspectives. You definitely have a very different outlook on things than they do. How do you feel, Aquarius? That could be some of the things that are coming up for you in your mind that you're questioning, you know? You're feeling a little stuck, a little confused about something. Why the Eight of Swords in your feelings? Why the Eight of Swords in your feelings? The Four of Wands. You're thinking about the long term, Aquarius. You're thinking in the future. You're thinking about the long term. And again, I feel like you're just kind of like, right now, things seem really good. Okay. And again, I'm not saying that you're looking at the long term and saying you don't think things are going to be good, but there are certain things you're just like, Aquarius also, I feel like there's this little bit of like fear in you. I know it's a stereotype about Aquarius that we fear commitment, but there is this little like, is this it energy, you know? Are you stuck? When you get scared thinking about the long term, Aquarius, you get a little bit freaked out thinking about the long term future here with this person. You can see it. You can definitely see it. But, and I feel like you're trying to negotiate with yourself here. I feel like you're trying to like justify things because you're not going to like every single thing about a person. Like that is extremely, there's nobody in this world that you're going to like everything about them, you know? So again, it just feels like you're kind of weighing everything out, being like, okay, like, I like them enough that like these other things don't really matter to me, right? How do they feel about you? But I do feel like you're in your head about something, and it's you thinking too far in the future. Some of you guys are thinking a little too far ahead right now, Aquarius. All right, let's see in their feelings. Damn, the Empress, the Three of Pentacles. Love this. This person adores you. They adore you. They hold you in very, very high regard, Aquarius. They absolutely, you know, it's so funny because you look at this, you see them as the emperor, and their feelings for you are the empress. We got a divine union here, baby. This is beautiful. This is divine masculine, divine feminine. This is what you want. This is even better than seeing the king and queen of cups. So we just, where do we see that? Like Scorpios ring. This is better than the king and queen of anything. Seeing the emperor and the empress. These two, this is a power couple boss energy, okay? Love this, Aquarius, but you're still having some doubts here. I don't know what you're having doubts about, but this is completely normal, by the way, Aquarius, to have doubts about things, you know? It's actually unhealthy to have no doubts about a relationship, because that just makes you a little delusional when you just think everything's like perfect, because all that is gonna, the illusion's gonna fall away at some point. The fact that you're looking at this so realistically, you can see that in the beginning with the Eight of Pentacles as well. That's looking at a connection from a realistic perspective, right? When you're aware of everything, even if it's not perfect, but you accept it, that is realistic, right? Rather than just pretending that you're okay with things that you're not. And then eventually it's like you come to the realization, like, wait a minute, I actually don't like this about this person. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like you're really like looking at things from a very serious and realistic perspective here. But also, this person feels like you two make a good team, Aquarius. Okay, you guys make a really good team. You know, you work well together. What's their intention? I just feel like you're overthinking something here, but you know, it doesn't seem to be like such a big deal, Aquarius. It just feels like, you know, you are an air sign. You do have the tendency to overthink things. Damn, Aquarius, their intention is the Lovers and the Star card. Oh, this is cute. This is so sweet. Okay, their intention is to to love you. I don't even know what else to say. This is so cheesy, Aquarius. What Aquarius is watching this are kind of cringy. We love the sweet cheesy stuff, but we also cringe. It also makes us cringe, you know? Like I like it. There's a part of me that likes it, but there's a part of me that's like, all right, that's enough. This is cute though. This person, they absolutely adore you, Aquarius. They're very inspired by you, okay? They definitely, their intention is to grow. Look at this. The next action is the Ten of Cups. They're about to do something that makes you really happy. Aw, this is cute. Don't make me cry, Aquarius. I don't cry in front of people. My aquas are laughing because you know that's the truth, right? I feel like you and someone are be celebrating something. I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like there's something being celebrated between you and this person this week. I don't know what it is, but they're gonna do something that makes you really happy. I feel like you're celebrating something. Maybe you guys are meeting each other's friends or something, but I'm definitely seeing you guys having a good time. All right, so that's what we got. I have Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Libra, strong Pisces, and Aries is here as well. Cute, Aquarius, very cute. I feel like we deserve it. Am I wrong? Where's my aquas? Any Aquarius in the chat right now? I don't know if you guys have been talking because I can't see the phone, but I'm looking now. All right, we're going to do Pisces next. Thanks for hitting the like button, everybody. Really appreciate you all. Definitely helps the channel a lot. Helps the video circulate. Okay. Standing for a second while I shuffle. Last but not least, our Pisces. All right, let me get your timestamp. And then we're going to do their sign and the hidden truth for all the signs after, if you guys want to stick around. Thank you so much, Debbie. Shout out to Debbie. Thank you for all your support, my love. Really appreciate you. Sending you good vibes all around. All right. Pisces. The person on Pisces' mind, please. We have the Hierophant. Could be thinking about a Taurus. Someone that you either want to be in a commitment with, Pisces, or you are in a commitment with. Tell me more. Tell me more. Someone you're, okay. You can, all right, Pisces, you could be thinking about somebody here who might already be in a commitment and is like juggling the connection with you and the connection with someone else, or some of you guys are trying to decide whether you want to commit to someone, or some of you are possibly juggling like two connections at this time. Now we'll see which one comes up. So whoever is most on your mind here, what's their energy towards you? See where the spread goes. The hot one. The hot one, Pisces, the one that you're very attracted to. There's one particular person here who, okay, for some of you guys, you're the third party, though. Queen of Wands is like the mistress, other woman, whether you're male or female. There's this person's energy towards you is that you're the Queen of Wands. So it feels like it's more that scenario of someone being in a commitment. Okay, you're this side person, Pisces, unfortunately. Why do you want to be someone's side person, Pisces? That never ends well. Okay. Someone may have a black cat here as well. 7 of Wands. They keeping you at a distance, Pisces. You're very attracted to this person. You might be just hooking up with someone who's in a partnership or a marriage. Someone may be kind of standoffish with you. It's like the sex is really good, the chemistry is really good, the hooking up is really good, but then, you know, they get distant with you. What's the energy between you and this person? Lust. Good old lust, you guys. It's all fun. It's very lighthearted, very fun, very sexy. Very hot, very spicy. Spicy Pisces. Why are all my Pisces collectives so spicy? It feels like this is something that's fairly new and you're just kind of like not taking it too seriously. So Pisces, I feel like you're not really emotionally attached to this person or anything. This just seems like something that's fun for you. Yeah, for now anyway. You're not feeling too attached. I mean, we'll look at your feelings, but how do you see this person? You're just kind of like living in the moment with this person. It's very carefree. It feels very fun, very new, very lustful. You see them as the Temperance card. Okay. Something about this person's energy makes you feel very balanced. Person could be somebody who is very well educated or very intelligent. They're very direct with you, though. You know, I feel like you guys have had conversations and you're like extremely direct with each other. Like you there's an agreement here. For some of you, this could be like transactional. Like could be like a sugar situation, if you catch my drift. How do they see you? So you're someone to this person, Pisces, who you give them satisfaction, but they can keep you at arm's length. They can keep you at a distance. There's not necessarily any need for an emotional connection. So that's why it feels a little bit transactional to me. It almost feels like there's kind of an agreement here, okay? You're getting something out of it, they're getting something out of it, or perhaps both of you just want to hook up. Maybe that's all this is to you. they're definitely very satisfied with the way things are going, but then they need to keep you at a distance. So there's this kind of energy of them sort of pushing you away after. How do you feel, Pisces, about this whole situation? You're a little bit stuck here. So the thing is, Pisces, like most people, if you're not like so desensitized, you can't hook up with someone long term. Like that's never going to work. You might be okay in the beginning, but hooking up, having intimacy creates an energetic and spiritual attachment to a person. So even if you think, you know, that you're going to be cool just doing the things this way, Pisces, you're creating a cord with someone here. That's the problem. You're creating a cord. You're already getting attached. You're already getting attached. You don't even know it. Pisces, yeah, you're just like, yeah, this person's hot. There's a lot of desire here. The sex is great. But you're starting to get attached, or you will very soon. How do they feel? Excited. There's a lot of excitement, okay? Like they just want, the thing is, I feel like this person, Pisces, they just want things to move very quickly. This is getting to the point, yeah, the devil, damn. There's like this temptation, it's like forbid. There's something, this person, they may be the type that like gets off on the fact that they're not supposed to be doing something, you know? They're not supposed to be doing it, but they do it. You guys are not supposed to be like doing this thing because it's considered wrong, but that's kind of like the whole taboo thing about God. Pisces are so spicy. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's just like there's this forbidden energy surrounding the situation, and that gets this person off. They get extremely excited about that. What's their intention? This feels transactional, Pisces. It feels very transactional. It's like they want to like give you money or something. I don't know. It could be whatever your situation is. No judgment for me. Do whatever you want to do, Pisces. But it's like they almost are like paying you off in some way, or either buying you stuff. I don't know. But it just feels like they're like, okay, I do this for you, you do this for me, and then we walk away, no strings attached. That's their intention. What's their next action? To come in and out of your life. They're not, if you guys are watching this reading wondering if this person's going to fall for you or stick around or be committal at some point, hell no, they're not. It is what it is what they said it is, and that's what it's always going to be. They're going to come in and out of your life, and in Pisces, sorry to break it to you, but it's always going to be on their terms. It's always going to be on their terms, okay? What's the outcome? Pisces, unfortunately, I feel like this is going to end in disappointment for you. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups here. This is going to end in disappointment. I don't think you're going to really get what you want from this person. I don't know if maybe you started thinking you could be okay with this situation, but that's not how it's going to end, because you are forming a cord. And I do see you being disappointed, because this person might disappear on you for a little bit. You know, they might disappear, go ghost, come back a month later and be like, all right, Pisces, want to do this deal again? And you're just like, what? Like, Pisces, I don't know. To each their own. But that's what I got. We got Gemini here. We got Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries as well. So it could be any sign. That's a very specific reading. We're going to do their sign, how the other sign feels, and we'll do the hidden truth as well. Let me just give a really good shuffle to the deck right now before we do that. Oh my God, I successfully did like a regular time live stream. Typically my live streams are like two hours to 2.5 hours. So I did it, you guys. I did it, and I'm not in pain. Man, I don't wish sciatica on anybody, man. That was like such a painful couple months there. Oh my God. I was like dying. Okay. Let me shuffle real good here, you guys. Hold on. The cards get old, they get really hard to shuffle because the the edges start to come apart and stuff. Yeah. Haven't bought a new deck in a while. I think maybe I'm going to get myself a new deck. All right. One more. Let me get your timestamp. 2:25 and 20 seconds. Okay, so if you are any sign dealing with an Aries, how does the Aries feel? They're wanting to put in more effort, okay? They want to put in more effort. They actually feel like you're someone who puts a lot of effort in. They appreciate your effort, and they like the fact that you are so reliable. The Taurus is really happy, okay? They see you as their complete wish fulfillment here. Like, they think that you guys are just going to live happily ever freaking after. Gemini has strong romantic feelings towards you, but they're wondering if they're romanticizing the situation. They're wondering if they see the situation clearly, but they do like you. They could be overanalyzing their own emotions, or they could be overanalyzing the situation. The Cancer has feelings for you. There could have been an ending here with a Cancer, but I feel like they want a new beginning. The Leo has a lot of optimism. They're trying to get, okay, so the Leo feels really positive about the situation, but they're also like seeking some sort of clarity before they make a decision here. They could be weighing the pros and cons. However, I feel like they're leaning more toward things going well because they seem very optimistic. The Virgo, they got feelings for you, but there's a third party. The Libra, very intrigued by you, wanting to take a risk. The Scorpio, wow, they really like you. They really like you, and they see potential for the long term. The Sagittarius, again, there's a ending, but they may come back around, but be careful with the Sagittarius. They may come back around just to hook up. The Capricorn really likes you, but is overthinking, possibly like confused about something, or they could be tied up in something else. The Aquarius is, damn. So the Aquarius is either betrayed you in some way, lied to you, or like fully just sabotage the connection, or they feel like you did. Okay, and they're very like hurt and upset by the way things ended. And the Pisces, it's like they like you, but they have other priorities right now. Their priorities could be on their success, their money, their work. Okay. And the hidden truth for all the signs. Let me just also give these a good shuffle. Guys, remember, if you want to book a private reading, you can always do that through my website, which is linked down below in the description box. So if you are dealing with an Aries, what does Aries want to say to the collective that they can't say? What does Aries want to say? They saved your texts and messages. They don't react when people mention you. The Taurus feels like you guys don't share the same values. They don't know what you want. The Gemini feels like they trusted you and they want to make amends. So what I'm gathering from this is that you were probably one of the only people they ever trusted. They want to make amends. The Cancer feels like you broke their heart and you didn't see their tears. The Leo feels let down by you. They have too much to lose. The Virgo feels like they can't be with you. They don't know what comes next. The Libra is waiting patiently. They feel like you guys need to let each other go. The Scorpio left when they saw you with someone. It was their fault, but they blamed you. The Sagittarius loves you unconditionally, knew exactly what they were doing. The Capricorn wishes they could take back their words. They want you so badly. The Aquarius admires you, but they can't reach out. And the Pisces, you don't know how hard it was for them to let you go, and they compare others to you. Thank you to everybody who likes the video, engages with the video, supports this channel. If you watch these, or if you have watched more than one of my videos and you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. We're getting so close to 10K, you guys. I could really use all the help I could get. Some of you guys just joined in. The live stream just ended here, but I'm gonna put the timestamps the um in the comments section, okay? So thank you everybody. I really, really appreciate you all. Sending you all so much love, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Thursday. Bye.